Okay, I'm not going to walk in. We're just going to do this. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. More specifically, welcome to my office. We're going to do a tour of it today. Thanks Squarespace for sponsoring this video. So obviously with what's going on at the moment, I moved my office from upstairs into a bigger room downstairs because I'm spending a lot of my time in here. Now I want to preface this by saying there's not much in here. It's really, really minimal. The things that are in here are things that I use all the time, and also on the same hand as that, things that are really, really useful and help me get the job done. So I think we should start out with my powerhouse of a computer. And I say powerhouse, to quite a lot of you, this will be underpowered. In here, we've got a Core i7 7th generation processor. We've got a GTX 1080 6GB water-cooled GPU. So I'm not rocking like 2080 Supers or anything. The main reason for that, and if you come down with me and take a look at this, is because this computer is so customized with my name all over it that I don't want to get new parts because it has my M logo on it. The GPU has my Mars bar logo on it. There's Mars bar logos down here. And then it also says work hard anywhere. And this is actually etched into the glass. So that's the PC out the way. Next up, I want to talk about my chair. Now I'll put my discount code for these in the description. This is my custom Mars bar GT Omega racing chairs. I've had GT Omega chairs for as long as I can remember, and they just do it. So the desk, or tabletop with its live edge. This is the thing I probably get questions about the most. Alex, where did you get your desk from? Because this thing is ginormous. This was from eBay. It's actually a bit of oak, so it was about £400 here in the UK. And the reason it's so big is because this isn't a desk, it's a dining table, which is kind of cool. So you get a load of space on it. Yeah, £50 for the legs, £400 for the tabletop, all pretty much on eBay. What is actually sat on my desk? Again, I like to keep it really, really minimal, really, really simple. All the things on here serve a purpose, but as you can see, I don't have my desk cluttered because a cluttered space in my mind is a cluttered mind. Therefore, I can't get things done because I've got too much in the way. So I need things simple. It's just how I operate. So here we've got a mouse, a keyboard, a microphone, and the Stream Deck. The main reason I have this sat on my desk and it's currently configured for when I'm streaming, it means I can go ahead and switch between camera angles or which monitor is on stream when I'm streaming. Or another example would be if I'm sat here editing in Premiere Pro, I can have all of my Premiere Pro hotkeys on the Stream Deck. Things like cut, copy, and paste. Instead of me having to remember keyboard shortcuts, you can just put them right here, and you can even do things that aren't shortcuts. So you could record macros. You'll notice that I've got quite a bit of Corsair Gear on my desk, not because they sponsor me or pay me to say any of this. In fact, they supplied me with all of this gear, but they haven't said I have to do anything with it. I have it all because it's simple gear, it looks nice, and it serves its purpose. Yes, it's not the best sounding microphone in the world, and I've actually got better sounding microphones in my house right now, but I don't have them sat on my desk because they take up a lot of space, they need big XLR cables, and that's what I like about it. It's simple and it gets the job done. So talking about keeping it simple, a lot of you will be thinking, Alex, what the f*** is that? Like, what is this little button thing? Is this some sort of joke or something? And no, it actually serves a purpose, and I'll demonstrate that right now. If I hold this thing, you'll notice that the lights in the ceiling around the box, well, they should turn off. There we go. And that button is from a company called Fabaro. I've done a dedicated video on them too, so again, I'll put all these links in the description for you guys if you're interested. Now, the main reason I really like LifeX strips is because of the customization with them. So now these lights, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but they're actually really slowly moving. You barely notice it, but it honestly makes a difference. And along the strip of lights, you've got to imagine there's loads of different colors because, like I've said, they're zoned LED strips, so you can have blue at the start of the LED strip and red at the end of the LED strip, and then have that fade down the strip. Not something you can even do with competitors like Philips Hue, which are pretty much the same price. Now, talking of Philips Hue, I've got Philips Hue lights in here too. I kind of like a lot of LED stuff, as you guys know. This is the Philips Hue controller. There's Philips Hue spotlights in the roof, so as you can see, toggling this here, it's turning those on and off. I can have them nice and warm white, or I can turn them into some sort of color if I would like to, all via this little remote. And if you guys just take a look at the desk, you've got lights here and also under the desk. So if I cycle through these will all actually change color and do different things, all par me clicking on this remote, which is cool. And I've also got what's called the Philip Bloom lights, and they cast a shadow up onto the window. Okay, so back on track with the peripherals that I've got upon the desk. My keyboard, Logitech Craft, about £170. Really, really expensive for a keyboard. But my one takeaway from using a keyboard, or the one thing that I want it to be, is nice to type on. And that is a subjective thing, right? Everybody has their own type of feel. I've been through countless mechanical keyboards, different switches, but that doesn't mean to say it's the perfect keyboard. For £170, I would expect it to have a better battery life. I'd also expect the wireless range between it and the receiver that's plugged in USB to the computer to be able to work a little bit further away than it does. It seems a little bit weak sometimes, but on that, it's really, really well built, and it has this little knob here which you can customize to do countless things. I have it simply to control the volume because I'm always listening to music, but you can have this like scrub your timeline in Premiere Pro, for example. You can pretty much have it to do anything like adjusting layer opacity in Photoshop if you're editing photos. Really customizable, Logitech Craft, and I think on the desk it just genuinely looks the part too. Looks really, really professional. And USB-C for charging, but it just needs a better battery. Talking about battery, Logitech Lightspeed mouse. Now, I've always been a fan of the Lightspeed mice. This is the G502 Lightspeed, and I've got it on the PowerPlay mat. Now, as you can see, I've said this is a wireless mouse. You guys can see a wire here. Now, that's good for two things. Number one, this mouse, the whole surface is actually a wireless charger. So as long as this mouse is on here, it's being charged up. The second good thing is that the receiver for the mouse is actually this G logo right here. So the signal is really, really good. It's really, really responsive. I game with this wirelessly, and honestly, 502 Lightspeed with the PowerPlay mat. And that is everything that's on the desktop. Not a complete freak, so I don't know the model numbers of these monitors off by heart. LG Ultrafine 4K HDR Monitor. This is my editing monitor. This is the monitor that I essentially do all of my Premiere Pro Photoshop work in. This is a monitor for that specific purpose, so its color accuracy is like pretty much A star. It is really, really expensive, but do all my editing on here. Not good for gaming though, which is why you come over here and we have a curved 4K MSI gaming monitor. Now, I do want to replace this soon because it does only work at 60 Hertz, and I would like a monitor that has a bit of a higher refresh rate, but I'm at the moment trading that refresh rate for 4K. So this is actually a 4K gaming curved panel that runs at 60 Hertz from MSI. Again, I'll put the link below. I like how this thing looks at night as well. It has some cool LEDs on the back of it, which you can see from my garden. And then coming up here, we actually have an ultra-wide Asus monitor. This is 34 inches long, and this is actually a gaming ultra-wide monitor. This can be overclocked to 100 Hertz. So I sort of know what it's like to have a 100 Hertz monitor, or even more, because I get a taster of it up here, but I don't like gaming in ultra wide for some reason. I much prefer gaming in 16:9, which is why I'm using this. I've got an 82-inch TV on the wall. Not really sure what to do with it. This room used to be my cinema room, so this was the sort of centerpiece of that. But it's not really serving a purpose up here, so if you can let me know what I should do with this 82-inch TV, maybe we should make another cinema room upstairs or something. I don't know. So we have a bawling sound system in here. It is a beast. So we've got the Klipsch reference speakers, we've got the center speaker, and then we've got left, right, and then I actually installed Dolby Atmos in here. So if you pan around, when I'm actually sat at the desk right here, right above my head, is a Yamaha in-ceiling speaker. There's also another one of those over there, And then if you come to the back of the room, there's actually some more Dolby Atmos rear surround clip speakers mounted on the walls. These things look absolutely awesome, and as well as them looking awesome, when all these speakers are playing together, the sound, honestly, it's indescribable, it's insane, and all of that coupled with the fact that I've got a 15-inch subwoofer down here on the floor. Like, this thing is as big as my future, and I'm kind of a little bit proud of it. But there you go, that's my office. Hopefully it gives you a little bit more of an insight into what I like and what I'm going for when I'm doing work in here and when I'm also playing. And I like music, which is why I've got a crazy sound system. I love my desk. And like I say, I'm going to put all the links to all this stuff in the description so you guys can go ahead, pick and choose and have a look at what's going on. But for now, that's been it. That's my office tour. We need to thank our video sponsor, Squarespace. So if you guys are looking to make a website, honestly, take my advice and look no further than Squarespace. Get started today with our link in the description. What is Squarespace and why do we recommend them? Well, pretty much all of my company websites that I own are built on Squarespace and have been for the past 6 or 7 years or so now, which is kind of insane to think. I've been using them way before they reached out. Essentially, they have thousands of templates that you can choose from. So you choose one of them, go ahead and upload all of your own content, images, text. You can rearrange it, make it look how you want it to look, and then it's pretty much done. Squarespace also handle things like the domain too, which is actually the name of your website, which usually with other providers are sort of a little bit harder to sort of install. They're the hardest bit of getting a whole website together. So Squarespace make it super, super easy. It's an all-in-one platform essentially. Another reason why I really like them too is that, yeah, they've got templates so you can make an easy website, but if you want to go into the back end and alter things, add your own HTML, that's all really simple to do with Squarespace too. So if you guys would like to get 10% off, we'll put our link below that like button. It's 10% off your first Squarespace purchase or domain at squarespace.com/TechFlow. But for now, guys, that has been my office tour. If you have any questions about the gear or what's going on in here, let me know with a comment below or on Twitter. We're at TechFlow Tweets. But for now, my name's been Alex. This has been my 2020 office tour in the cinema room. If you've got any questions, below that like button, the comment section is the place, or on Twitter at TechFlow Tweets. But guys, we'll see you in the next one.